My distinguished viewers, good day and welcome back to our YouTube channel, Everyday People's Voice. You know us now, your trusted media platform. We need to trade free speech for a piece of cake. Yeah, we dey give una latest news, breaking news in politics, business, entertainment, you name it, and so much more. Today, what I want to talk about will surprise una. We dey see am so. You know say our president go attend G20 summit for Brazil. Nigeria not there among G20. Nigeria as a country, as an entity, e not there among G20. Our president just go there, go disgrace us, go fool us, go there they beg, they talk about hunger for our land. You as the head of this country, you first dey diminish us first. For the whole world to see say na hunger, I beg you come beg for there. Look all the flags. Look all the flags wey dey there. Nigerian flag not there among. You just go there, go they talk, they laugh, they take picture. Waste Nigeria money with your entourage, go Brazil, go say that G20 summit. Not be say you there Nigeria there among the G20. My country I beg this video when I want watch make una watch am till the end. Make una see wetin we dey try to talk. Make una listen to TINÜBÜ himself and the people wey analyze this matter. You dey see am so in SSA dey this program to analyze wetin President TINÜBÜ go do for the G20 summit. Abeg this video na must watch video. Make una try watch am till the end. Make I no waste una time. Let's go there.
Against hunger and poverty is not a matter of choice, but a matter of priority for me. But where do I get those apps? I have a very vibrant youth population, 70% below the age of 30. To all of us here, investment in education, investment in health, and investment in food security. Cheaper financing, de-risking various African countries, putting us on a better and more progressive arrangement to prioritize food security and the agricultural reforms.
All right, welcome back. We've got Demola Oshodi here with us. He is the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Protocol. Good morning. Thank you for coming on today.
Good morning, Chamberlain.
So, good to see you after several years, as a matter of fact.
You haven't changed a bit.
Thanks. So, for your role, what happens? You travel with the President?
Well, I do a lot of travel with the President, but also do other things on the background. As protocol is quite broad. Arranging meetings, being involved in dignitaries coming in, also a lot of traveling ahead of the president, in many cases representing the president, not as a president, but being in an event, conference, doing my research and findings for recommendations for president and for the State House staff. So it's a lot of it is back road.
But this also combines foreign affairs, duties, and things like that.
Absolutely. My passion is foreign affairs. Protocol has a lot of, it's surrounded with foreign affairs. Most of the people in protocol are in foreign affairs, so that synergy is also possible.
So the president in G20, so many try to reconcile what's going on. Did he just go there as invited, or was there adequate prioritization and preparation for Nigeria to go there? What can you tell us about this?
He was invited. Nigeria was invited for the G20. We're not a member of the G20, though we do seek membership. The president was invited. He was also invited for last year's G20 summit, also in India. So Nigeria is a huge, it's a huge interest for a lot of international relations. Nigeria is the natural leader and giant of Africa. So you can't have a big global a meeting and not have Nigeria present and the Nigerian president. So the president was invited. He gave a good speech on issues around facing the global south, the poor part of the world, and the challenges and what the people in the north, the west, can do to help alleviate that. He talked about the challenges in Nigeria regarding poverty, governance, and also issues around multilateralism. Nigeria getting good place on the seat of the United Nations as a permanent member. Nigeria working with the G20, especially with Lula da Silva, the president of Brazil's Global Alliance Initiative on Poverty and Hunger. And also Nigeria fighting for equity and fairness in the system, especially with the global tax system. For instance, if you're a Nigerian entrepreneur that sells something online or receives something online, the government may not receive the tax. Amazon or Shein or some other online service will receive the tax. That country will receive the tax. So they need to rechange that, rejig that to ensure that we as entrepreneurs in Nigeria, or the global south, take benefit of this. We produce things, we sell things, we buy things, and the tax is not remitted to our country, where things are produced in many cases.
We're trying to change that?
Yes.
So that if they sell things here, we get a tax here.
Absolutely. The government gets the tax. But the way the online digital market is structured, it's not in favor of emerging economies like Nigeria. So these are the things that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, advocated for.
So since that is still in the works, is there any, should I say, impact or benefit to Nigeria attending that summit?
It's massive. The G20 it's got 85% of the world's GDP population. You've got China there, you have India, you have America, you have Brazil, you have the UK. It is big, and we should and need to be on that table. The impact, the benefit for us, being an African giant, we can push our case. We can push for issues of diplomacy. We can push for greater say when it comes to agreement. We can also push for the interests of Nigerians in diaspora. We can fight our case regarding this tax shortfall that I just mentioned. We can also tell the world that we deserve to be a permanent member of the United Nations. It's a given. African Union has become a member of the G20. Nigeria also seeks membership of that union, and it's just a great opportunity to make that.
How seriously do you think we're being taken, though? I mean, when you look at, a lot of our indices, people are not, very confident when they go out there. The story that, our country is, falling behind on a lot of indices. It's not boosting the morale of a lot of people. So knowing some of those things, of course, you also are very aware. Only recently, President Obasanjo was in the United States, given that very, very scathing speech about where we currently are. I'm wondering, how does it all tally for us when we look at the realities back home, the challenges that we're currently battling with, terrorism, children out of school, indices in health, indices in education, and the fact that our GDP could be so much better. How does it all tally up in terms of, giving us a strong footing when we're making a case for our country?
I think these challenges are challenges and they're very, very tough for Nigerians, especially the reform that the administration has taken and backed upon. But all countries in the world have their own various unique challenges. Nigeria is going through a very tough reform process, and we hope and believe things are going to get better soon. But in the global space, we need to fight for our space. We need to fight to say, look, we may, be coming late in some regards, especially South Africa being the only African member of the G20. And why is South Africa the first and only member of in Africa that's a G20? It's because the time when they were negotiating the G20, Nigeria was a pariah state. We had military rule leading up to 1999. We were not on the table to negotiate. Our economy was not rebased, so we couldn't measure to say, oh, we actually are stronger or larger than the South African economy. Of course, things have changed now. So we weren't there. So South Africa was also at that moral ground with Nelson Mandela fighting for rights of the countries. And South Africa has a very sophisticated market, unlike Nigeria. We're still quite not as diversified. We have an oil-producing country. So it's important to say, look, things are changing. Nigeria does deserve this seat and this position, regardless of our domestic challenges. And all countries have domestic challenges. I mean, you don't want to go through, what's going on in America or in UK or, in Brazil. So it's not unique to us, but the most important thing is how we overcome it. And that's what our role of the President TINÜBÜ at such forums brings to the table. These are the challenges.